This is it. This is it. This is our Titanic. This is our Rocky Balboa. This is it. This is the most powerful rocket ever made by man. This is the most powerful machine ever made by man. This is it. The SLS is ready. They have begun pre-flight operations and inspections. It's already gone through wet dress rehearsal. It's already been cleared. The bugs have been taken out of the system and it's ready to be launched. And the SLS is so powerful, so powerful. Do they launch it into LEO? No, because they would have power left over and then they would just have a bomb in LEO with unspent fuel, or they would have to not fuel the craft all the way up, which then could cause... This is it, folks. The SLS is going to launch to the freaking moon. They are lying to you on the interwebs about everything. Everything. From COVID to SLS. The SLS is the greatest freaking thing ever. Dude, the SLS is a time machine. Do you understand? We built a time machine. The SLS will be able to launch missions, robots, so far and so deep into space that they will still be doing their missions long after you and I are gone, long after our grandchildren are gone. The SLS has the ability to send pretty much any robot we want anywhere in this solar system. From the planets of Jupiter, the planets of Saturn, we could send something to Pluto if we wanted to. Like the SLS, this is it. This is the most powerful rocket we've ever made. It's way more powerful than the Saturn V, right? It's way more powerful than anything that the Russians have got. It's way more powerful than anything that the Chinese have got. The Chinese actually are far behind when it comes to power, horsepower, raw power. Their rockets are fucking weak. But the SLS, dude, this is it. This is it. Now, they might tell you, oh, but it's like $1 billion a launch. Okay, yeah. So who's spending that money? Government, right? NASA. Where's that money going? To the government contractors, the American government contractors that run, control, operate, manufacture the SLS. So the money stays in America. It doesn't go anywhere. It stays here. It goes to American tables, American food, going into American children's stomachs. And then when they spend that money at the grocery store or whatever, that money doesn't leave America. It stays here. It gets taxed, sales tax on it, and then the store uses it, and it gets taxed again, and money is used for eternity, right? For this reason, NASA is a positive return. It is a positive economic return. It is an economic benefit on our economy. There's been studies on this, scientific studies, empirical studies. For every dollar that we give NASA, we get like $3 to $8 back in return. One of the reasons why is because NASA produces new technology, and that new technology can then improve and enhance society, improve efficiencies, mining operations, stuff like that, factories, safety materials. I mean, NASA, this is it, dude. This is the most powerful machine that man has ever built, and you are going to see it launch soon. That's... You want to do mind blower shit? Mind blown. It's certainly not SpaceX. It's the SLS system, which is real, and it works. And they spent, like, God knows how long trying to build it. And I'm going to tell you the reason why it took so long to build was because it's a rocket that was ordered by Congress by law. The SLS, by law, must be made because Congress ordered it. Well, while they were building it, Congress kept coming back and changing things and being like, so Congress bickering and lowering and adjusting, budgets really hurt and affected SLS. And it started to look like the whole thing was going to become a cluster, but it did not become a cluster. And now, the SLS is ready. It's ready. It's ready. We now will be able to send a colony to the moon. Just a colony. We'll be able to launch like prefab houses, electric vehicles, tools, equipment. The SLS can do it. We may, in fact, live, you and I, me and the person that is listening to me, we might actually live to see a city on the moon whenever we go out and we look up at the sky. Can you imagine it? You should be excited right now. Everybody should be excited. All of the space channels on YouTube, all of the people that claim to be space fans, everybody's supposed to be super excited right now because this is the most powerful rocket ever. And it's going to enable us to do almost whatever we can dream of. It's really, really turning into the Carl Sagan future that we all wanted. And space is calling. But nobody wants to talk about the SLS. Everybody just wants to badmouth it. And everybody just wants to talk about SpaceX. Dude, the Falcon 9 is just a taxi that goes into low Earth orbit. Low Earth orbit. Low Earth orbit. Low Earth orbit. Not even high Earth orbit. Low Earth orbit. Not even high. Low. Okay? It's a taxi cab that just goes up to like above where commercial planes fly, up into the super thin atmosphere where there's basically no air, right? And then that's a lot different than launching way out into freaking space and going to the moon. Dude, SLS will be able to send a landing craft, right, to the moon that will not only be able to send equipment and all that stuff, supplies, they're going to have enough fuel left over to bring people and equipment and stuff back from the moon. That's how powerful the SLS is. It's going to change the world. It's going to change a lot of things. If we have a competent government, and if we have a competent NASA, and if people can just get off Elon Musk's Johnson